Hey Sonya, this is a really great start. It's very clean, very graphic. I know that you plan on going in and tweaking the rest of this space in here, so I know you'll take care of that, so we don't even have to go through that. If you need help with doing that, let me know. I want to bring up a couple examples of tiger logos that I thought were strong. I like this, but right now it is a little static, and I'm wondering if cropping it would help, or even, let me open this up in Photoshop real quick, or even putting some sort of border so that he can break through the border like a tiger really would. That might be helpful. Let me see if I can figure out where this went. Let's get this into Photoshop real quick. Sorry, I've got other students' files open. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what I was thinking is even if you went in and I'm going to do it on new layer. Created some sort of frame that lets him jump out at you. That might be helpful. Just going to put a pretty thick stroke around that. Thicker. And I'm going to fill that. I'm just going to fill it with black right now, and then I'm going to work our way out of that. And I'm doing this is not how you would go about it. I'm just doing this real rough for the demo, just to kind of show you what I was talking about. Of course, you would spend more time and get this exactly right. But I just wanted to see how it would look if you were able to let him bust through a border. I think it would just add a little bit more depth to it and give it a little bit more movement. So something like that. That's kind of what I was going for now. Like I said, that's really rough. But even just adding that behind it really gives it just another visual punch. Another thing you could do, I really liked how this one was cropped. He just looked very fierce. It's very much like yours. It's still flat and graphic. Right now your edges are kind of blurry, so I definitely, as you're cleaning up the white, make sure that your edges are staying crisp, and possibly adding an element like this would be nice. You could also take kind of a tiger pattern and use it out in the white space out here. This is an example where not only is he coming out of the area, but he's breaking through the border, but they've also incorporated some other elements to give it more of a label, more of a logo feel. And see, I think I had one more. No. Here. I know this is a kitten, but I really liked how they had their words at the bottom in a thick slab serif. They actually had several animals. Logo Pond is a site that is fantastic just to look at logos that exist and different interpretations of objects and animals. It's just a really fantastic site for you to look at text placement and font choices. But I like the strong weighted word at the bottom. The thin sans serif works well. I think that you could show a little bit more organization in which words are more important by using a few thicker typefaces in certain areas, like red tiger might be thicker, and then Cabernet and these other words are fine. Um, but this is a great start. So let's go back. I want to look very quickly at your back. Most people are not to the point of wrapping it around the bottle, and you've already taken care of that. Um, so we won't talk about that this time. We'll talk about that next time. But here on the back, I just want to make sure that as you're setting your type, that you maybe consider doing it left justified or justified on both sides, but not centered. It just makes for odd breaks, and it's a little bit harder to read when it's a whole paragraph of information. Also, being mindful of any hyphenations that you have. You can make this warning portion a much smaller point size. So I would reduce that point size several points to where it's very small, and that will leave you room to incorporate a barcode. This is fantastic, Sonya. You are headed in the right direction, and I think I've shown you some examples. Go look for other examples yourself, but you might decide to crop the tiger or to let the tiger bust through in some way that you've interpreted it yourself based on what I've shown you. So if you have any other questions, feel free to email me or call me. Thank you, Sonya.